hope you guys are having a great weekend. I thought I'd make a quick video to kind of show where I'm at. Can't remember if I showed you guys this before, but this is that Atwood cleat. It's a really nice deal. I'm glad I did that. That was one of David's things he talked me into. And I'm glad he did, because it sure does look slick. Here's the pinstripe, or a little sample piece of it. I think it's going to look good too. I've got my friend Matt that owns a sign company lined up to go ahead and put that on, and to do the decals on the back for the Sleek Craft and put that stuff on. So I got to get the artwork done for that first, but as you can see, it sure is nice to be able to walk around the shop without having a paint booth right in the middle of it. It's still a mess, but it'll get better. At least I can walk around now. And earlier I realized that it's probably kind of hard to see the relationship, some of these things, from the pictures I had, but as I said, the gauges are coming out really good. I'm happy with them. These little angled trim pieces really worked out pretty good too. I think it'll make it really nice when you're sitting in the driver's seat to be able to see those. Here's the switches, and these are, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but the switches actually snap down inside of these little trim pieces here. And the trim pieces actually come as separate little units. There's center ones and end ones, and you just basically link them together. You know, if you want 4 switches in a row, 2 switches in a row, 8 switches in a row, whatever, you just buy the appropriate pieces and then link them together and then snap the switches in, which is really a pretty slick deal. I think Sea-Dog makes those. But up under here, I don't know if you can see this, but there's the fuse block, which is the 14 gang fuse block, which should be plenty. Right there's the back of the Speedo and the tack, and then I drilled a hole through here so that I can get across to the gauges on the other side for the wiring. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right there's the back of the switches, and right there's the bottom of the cleat. And it actually has drains that come out the bottom of the cleat. It's got a little plastic cap that snaps on here. You can hook up to a drain tube, which I don't know that's really necessary for me on this deal, but maybe you can see a little bit more about this deal here. I had to create these little extensions. I basically got some couplers and some threaded rod and made these longer so that they actually extended out far enough where you could put this trim ring on the back, which holds the gauge in place. But as you can kind of see, the due to the angle adapter, these are now offset and coming through the hole at an angle, which isn't really that big of a deal on this one here. If you look, the actual bracket here is kind of offset from the hole, but on this one here, for instance, you've got the same thing, but whenever you tighten down on this nut, it has a tendency to try to bend this retaining bracket because it doesn't have any support because of the hole, once again because of the offset. But at any rate, they seem to be in place fairly good. I mean, you can grab them, kind of wiggle them around, but to be honest, even this one here, if you crank it down, you can still grab it and move it around a little bit. So I think I'm just going to play it by ear this summer, see how it works. If I need to, I can always come back in later and make some kind of little support bracket, slide behind these, loosen them up. But for now, I think I'm just going to kind of run with it. But hope you guys had a great weekend, and just thought I'd give you an update. Hopefully we'll be in the water pretty soon. Talk to you soon.